Hi there, and welcome to a brief overview of our farm manager template. I just want to take you through a quick overview of what it's all about. What actually happens is that what you see here in front of you is your dashboard. So the dashboard will be the area where all your information will be available in a central place. So when you look to the left here, you will see that it says your total animals, or your animals in total rather. So, and then it will give you numbers as to how many cattle registered on the system, how many sheep do you have registered and available on the system, how many goats do you have, and how many pigs. So this particular version only caters for these four different types of animals. So as you update and as you register your animals in the different animal types, then it will automatically calculate for you and update the numbers here. We'll see a demonstration here just now. And then in this area here, you will see your animals distribution. So it actually shows you in a form of a pie chart how many animals, or rather the distribution of your total animal population on your farm or on your ground. So it will display it in the form of a pie chart. We will also see that now. You are seeing this line now only because there are zero numbers here, because there is no addition. But you will see that as we add register an animal on the system, then this pie chart would be plotted. So, and then here closer to the middle, you will see your financials. So it then portrays your total income. It will place it here. It will calculate it for you. You will see there's an income tab here. So it will then add it here for you. And this will be the total expenses that it will also display, and then it will calculate for you your profit or your loss. So if you are in a profit, then this area here will be shaded in green, and then it will display the amount that you are in profit with. On the flip side of the same coin, if you are in a loss in your financial operations, then this area will be highlighted in red, and then it will display the amount here also that you are in a loss with. All right. So closer to the right, you will see our menu. So when you tap on each individual menu item, you will then see that it will open that tab, that respective tab. So we've got the cattle tab, the goats tab, the sheep tab, the pigs, the crops. Yes, we've even got a section for your crops for those who will be planting as well. And then you've got the income tab, you've got the expenses tab, and then also basic information on the different feeds that your animals might need. So you've got a feeds tab, and then you've also got a tab for the health records. So that's where your immunizations and you know, where you keep track of your injections and all these other treatments that you avail to your animals. And then we've also got a bonus here as part of this template, this version. Here you will see that there's a tab where you can download the vaccination calendar for the year, you know, where you just get basic information as to the perfect time to actually vaccinate which type of animal with what. All right. And then here is a tab where you can contact the Feedmaster agents, because most of the products and information that we give here is from Feedmaster. So you will then also be able to get contact numbers of the various Feedmaster agents. And then here at the bottom, you will see here that you've got your figures for the rainfall. So as you are filling in the numbers in the respective space for the rainfall, then it will also calculate for you the rainfall. It will display the highest rainfall, it will display the lowest that you've had, and then the total to date. All right. So this will be your dashboard. That is where your information will be centrally available. And then here just a note to say that this was created by Trends Creations, and that's the contact number. If you want to contact us for maybe you need a tailor-made template for yourself, for whatever it is. It doesn't have to be farming related. Any other template, let us know. If you want us to put together a template of your choice, any whatsoever, you just let us know what you want it to do or what you want it to accomplish for you, and we'll put it together for you. All right? So now let's quickly go into the various steps briefly. Most of them will almost be similar. So like we can just go into the cattle tab. So you just tap here on this menu item, and then it will open for you the cattle information where you plot in the information. So on the left here, you see it will calculate for you the initial amount of cattle registered on the system. Now, before subtracting those that you sold, before subtracting those that died or whatever. So this initial amount is the amount of the initial total of the total animals that were registered on the system. And then here under total cattle, you will then see that it registers for you the cattle which are currently available according to your records. So now it will then subtract those that died, it will subtract those that you sold, and then it will display the current here. And then under total male, it will display the total male animals of this species, the cattle, total male that you have on the system currently available, and then also total female that are currently available. And then here you will see that of your entire herd, total purchased. So this talks about the total animals that you bought from outside that are not in-house bred, that are bought from outside. So total purchased, it will put the number here. Total sold, it will put your number here. And total died or lost for one reason or another, it will put your numbers here. So this will automatically do those calculations for you as you put your numbers in here. So let's quickly just hypothetically fill this up so that you can see the dashboard at work. So with the species, you just put in whether maybe it's a Brahman or whatever species. So you put in Brahman in there. And on the gender, you will see there's a drop-down menu that you then press so that you can select the gender. So let's say, for example, maybe it's a female, and then you select female. Now you will see that the moment when you select female, then it automatically updates for you. It tells you that you've got one cattle and it is female. All right? So then you go to the identification or the marking. So whatever identification is on that particular animal, maybe you put the color or whatever it is that you identify that animal with, So you put it in there. Let's say, for example, maybe for us as the Hereros, we've got these ear markings in with our own names. So you say maybe Oruviri, Komamuho. You can put whatever it is that is an identification for you. So it says that this particular ear mark to the left ear, so that is its identification marking. And then for those of you who would also then, I would recommend that you have a unique animal ID, a unique one for that particular animal. That will make it easier for you to keep track. So then maybe you say that the unique animal ID for this one is probably J0001K. All right? So you put that ID in there. And then the owner, maybe it's myself, it's Jackson, I'm the owner. And then even for some of us also, we have a tendency to give names to our animals. So maybe in this particular case, you could probably say Kounya or something like that, whatever you might name your animal. And then the date that that this animal was born in, if it was homebred or housebred, rather, for a lack of a better word. Now, if you have the date, then there's a guide here where it tells you that please date in the following format. and then it gives you the format. You start with the year, the month, and the date. But then if you do not have a date, then you can just put not available, and we continue. So the parents, if you've got them available, you also put them in, just so that you can keep track. Maybe just the mother, the mother of this calf, you just put it in there. So now for the same calf or for the same cattle, if you have purchased it from outside, then you put in the date that you purchased it in. Let's say, for example, maybe the date that you have is 2024 03 12. All right? And then when you put in the date, it will automatically autofill for you that it is female. All right? So that this thing has been designed in such a way that it helps you with automation sometimes. So from whom was it bought? Then you type in Sam Tom is probably the person that you bought it from. Now, let's say, for example, now later on, you come and you decide that you want to sell this cattle, all right, or this cow or this So then you come and you fill in the date that you sold it, and then or let's say for example, let's just leave this one now, and let's just so that we can see the numbers at work. Let us go complete another one quickly also. We see there is this one is also another Brahman. All right, this is also another Brahman. It is also female, so we tap that one in there. Or let's say it's a male this time around. Identification, we do the same thing because it belongs to the same person. The unique ID number is the same. And it cannot be the same, because then if it's supposed to be unique, then it's supposed to be something else, 0002 probably. Or maybe let's give it a new owner, T0001 K. So, and then the owner would be Tina, and it doesn't have a name, so we just put not available. We go to the birth date. So we put in the date. We say the date there. This was born on 2024, the 5th month, the 12th day. Then we go over to the next one. The parents, they are not known. Okay, maybe we can also just put in there not known. All right. So, and then this one, it was not bought. It was not bought. So it was in-house. So we leave that purchased out, or we leave it blank. We skip it because it was not bought. Now, on this particular date, you decide to sell it. So you put in 2025 0412, and then you put in the buyer's name, and you go on. It already tells you that, okay, let's say for example it's not on, it's John. And then it will already, you see that it has already put for you that this is male. All right, so we leave that one, and then we go for a third one. And this one, this time around, it's a Simmentaler. All right, it's a Simmentaler, and then it is female. And then you go on. It's got the same identification, and then this is also, it belongs to Jackson again. So J0002K, and it belongs to Jackson, and the name is Kokando. And then we go on. The birth date, it was born in 2024 also. in the 6 months. Mind the format that you're putting it in. And then we go on, and we also do not have the name for it. All right. Or maybe, let's say, for example, this one, the mother is Konya. All right. So, and we go on. Now we say that it was not bought; it was born in house, and then it goes to this. We didn't sell it. Unfortunately, this particular one, it died. So in 2026, in the 3rd month, the 12th date, it died. So when you put in the reason, you'll see that it already update for you. It's female, and you put in the reason why it was either dead or lost. So you just say it was lost. All right. Now, to quickly come and see the display here now, you will see that it tells you that initially 3 cattle were recorded on the system. Now, but unfortunately at the moment, you only have 1. Out of 3, you only have 1. And this one that you have is female. All right? Now, it tells you that out of your entire 3, 1 of them was born in-house. It was purchased. 1 of them was purchased from outside. All right? Now, why do you only have 1 if you started with 3? Then it tells you that you sold 1 and 1 died. That is why you only have 1 left. So that is how the system keeps track for you of this. Now let's quickly go back to the dashboard. You'll see this button here, so that we can see how this is displayed. We remember that I told you about that pie chart that talks about your animal distribution. Let's go see how it looks like. Back to the dashboard. And now you see that the pie chart was formed. And then it tells you here that you only have 1 cattle. It is not displaying the initial, it is displaying the current. And then this one is in 1 color. You see the color blue is associated with your cattle. So it is only 1 color because it's the only animal you have around. All right? So now let's say, for example, we go to the goats. We go to the goats. And then just for the sake of not wanting to make this video too long, I will just quickly pause, and then I will insert for 1 animal, and then we go back, we come back quickly and see how it is displayed. I will be back now. Okay, we are back. You see that we've put in some information, some basic information here quickly. Now let's go back to our dashboard. Now you see how it has changed. You will see now that it will have 1 cattle and then 1 goat. Goat is gray, so that is where the gray comes in. So that is how this animal distribution pie chart is displayed. Now I will not go through the other animals because they are practically the same. So let's quickly just go to the crop step, just so that you can see how the crop step will help you to keep record. You will see here that it also basically just starts off with, the species, maybe it's tomatoes, you put it in there. The planting date, you planted that in 2024, 05/21, and then your particular bed number where you planted these. Maybe it's bed 001. That's where you planted these tomatoes. It is important that you have these bed numbers so that it makes tracing very, very much easier to do. Now, the yield period, when you click on this, you'll see that please insert the number of days expected to the point of harvest. Refer to the packaging of the seed. Now, if package days are displayed in months, insert the number of months in the converter above. This is the converter here in the top left corner. to get the number of days. What that means is that you only need to put in this period in days. You need to put in this period in days. So let's say, for example, it says that maybe 3 months, as an example. So then, and you don't know how many days are 3 months. You don't put 3 here. Then you come to the converter on top and you put in, insert the number of months, you put in 3, and then you just press enter, and it will tell you that it's roughly approximately 90 days. So then you come and you put in the 90 days in here. Now, when you put in the 90, the system will automatically throw out for you the expected harvest date. So let's just put 90 in here, all right? And we press enter, and then the system will automatically throw for us that on the 19th of August, we are expected to start harvesting. All right. So and then after that, okay. The one thing also that I want you also to realize is that this system is so amazing that when these days are nearing, let's say for example, almost 10 days or so, then it will highlight this area in red. It's interactive, so it calculates exactly not from this date that is in there that you planted, but it calculates from the day that exactly that today, you know, where you are, the moment when you are logging in. All right. And then if you look at the total yield harvested, maybe you can, just for your own information, that you can maybe just put in there and say, no, I harvested 55 tomatoes, and if some of them died, you put in the reason here just for your own records, and this died because of a lack of water, and then you see I have lost 23 because of this lack of water. All right. So, and then you will see here that there is your rainfall record section. So then you put in maybe in 2024, the 3rd month, the 21st, we got 21 milliliters of rain. And then let's just put in an extra 2 also, so that we can then refer back to the table there on the dashboard, so that you can see how it's displayed. And then on the 4th month, the 12th, you received 5 milliliters, and 2024 also, the 6th month, on the 23rd, you received 13 milliliters. All right. So that will be your information for your plans that you then put in. Now, when you go back, let's just go back to our dashboard. Okay, you will see here that it says when the expected harvest time is less than 10 days or less away, the crop concern will be highlighted in red. All right. So then we go back to the dashboard, and we see now that your rainfall is recorded here. So the highest was 21, the lowest was 5, and the total to date was 39 milliliters. All right. So that is then how your rainfall is being recorded. Now, to quickly go back to that crop step, just so that you can see. Okay, that is sorted. All right. We go back to the dashboard, and then the other thing that I want us to quickly look at is your income tab, so that we can come and see how the financials are calculated and displayed. So the income tab is going to contain all your incoming transactions. So again, let's say for example, maybe you bought or you sold something, you sold your tomatoes, that one that you harvested. So you come in now and you put in the date that you sold on the 21st. The transaction would be tomato sales. All right, tomato sales, and then to who, who is the creditor, or who bought this for you, who bought this from you, to whom did you sell it to? I sold these to some supermarket XYZ, and then the unit price per tomato, I sold one for $2.50. All right, and then the quantity that I sold was I sold 50 of my tomatoes. All right, when you put in that and you press enter, then it will automatically calculate for you the total and put it here, and then it will update that amount here also. So just press enter, and then you will see that you made $125 from that, and yeah. All right, now let's say, for example, now let's quickly go back to the dashboard and we see how that is displayed. And now you will see that the total income is $125. There are no expenses yet, because you didn't incur any expenses yet that are recorded. And then it will tell you that you are in a profit, because this is now green, and you are in profit with $125. All right, now let's go to the expenses step and add in an expense. Let's go add in an expense. So let's say, for example, now on this particular date, 2024, the 9th or the 5th month, 22nd, you what did you do? You bought appliances. All right, maybe you bought okay, what did you buy? What do you guys buy? You bought feed. All right, so, and then you bought that feed from Feed Master. And so, okay, maybe it would also be good if you can put in what type of feed it is. So maybe scaplek is what you put in, what you bought from Feed Master, and the unit price for one bag is maybe 125, and then the quantity, you bought 2 bags, and then it will calculate for you the totals again, 250 here. And then let's go to the dashboard. Let's go to the dashboard and see how that is displayed. Whoa, now you see that you made an income of 125, and you incurred an expense of 250. So according to your records here, you are in red with $125, because where did you get the other $125? That you didn't make any income of it from this. So you are in a deficit of $125. So that's how this is displayed. Your income and your expenditures, that's how they are displayed. Another tab that I want us to look at is quickly the feeds, the different feeds that you find. This then is the feed where you find your feeding and nutritional information. And these are only guidelines of the different feeds and leaks that are available from Feedmaster. And then you will see it tells you that in order for you to find more information on the particular feed, you just click on the name button for basic information of individual products. So when you come, maybe you want to find out about this Futterforce P6. So when you click on its name, it will take you to Futterforce P6 and the information about it. So you just read about it, and you find out what it's all about and all that, and all these. You look at the composition of it and all that. And then once you're done and you want to go back to the top, then you just click on go back to top, and it will take you back there. So, and that is what you do with each and every of these different types of feeds. Maybe you want to find out about this Futterforce. You click on it, it takes you to Futterforce. You look at it, you look at the information, and you go back to top and all that. So when you click on this orange button, you can download the full product guide of Feedmaster. So when you click on that, you will be able to download it and then go through it. So that's the basic information about the feeds and all that. And then you go back to the dashboard, and like I said, there is also the health records. All right, so let's quickly look at the health records. Now, this is a very important table, because it's when what you see here is I want you to pay extra care and attention to this in red. So you only complete the red when it is a routine treatment. Let's say, for example, maybe it's routine treatment. It's not an unexpected sickness. It's not an unexpected sickness. It's a routine treatment. Then you fill in this. But otherwise, if it's not routine, and if it's just a normal, or if it's an unexpected treatment that you administered, you do not fill in the ones that are in red. That is very important. So let's quickly see. Maybe you just put in the date there. You put in the animal unique ID again in there. You put in the type of treatment, whether it is an injection, whether it is whatever treatment that you administered. The reason for the treatment, you put it in there. And if it is routine treatment, please insert the word routine. All right. So let's say, for example, okay, this it's straightforward. Let's put in routine here. We'll put in routine there. All right. The amount administered is 11 cc, and because this is routine, you go and you look at the efficacy period. If it's routine, then it's to be a follow-up. So you input the period in days to the next round of treatment. All right? And please input number of days only, not months. Again, refer to the medication documentation, and if the period is displayed in months, insert that in the converter on top here, and to find out the number of days. So let's say, for example, that has an efficacy of 20 days. All right. Let's say, for example, you make a mistake and you say it's got an efficacy of 2 days. Now it tells you that that doesn't match the validation restriction for this cell, meaning that you cannot have less than 10 days in there, at least 10 days. So let's put in 10 days, because I believe that's the minimum. Now you will see the date of next treatment. It puts it in here. And it is putting 1900 because there is no date that it can calculate from. So let's quickly put in the date 2024 03. What is the date today? It's the 18th. So then we put in 18 in here. We put in 18 in there, and now it will recalculate for us. You see here now. It will tell us that on the 28th of this month, we need to follow up again. And you'll see this is highlighted in red because it is now 10 days away. All right? Now, let's say, for example, if the efficacy was 9, or let's say it was 12 days from today, then that red would then be removed. You see, and that is the same that I told you would happen with the crops. So it would be removed. Now, let's say, for example, the efficacy is not 10, but 9 days. So if it is now 9 days, meaning if it's less than 10 days, then it is going to put in these arrows here to tell you that pay extra attention. And then it goes to 8 days. So that's how it reminds you. That's how the system reminds you. Now let's say, for example, we also put in and we have another treatment, but that is because of an unexpected sickness, and it is not routine. So you put in all these other things, and then you administer 11 cc of that medication that you put in there. You will see that it will not put for you a date here because it is not routine. So it is programmed in such a way to see if there is the word routine here, and then if there is routine, then it will calculate, it will throw out for you the date. Even if you put in and you say efficacy, it's 5 days. it is not going to put out for you a day. All right? It's not going to put out for you a date because there is no routine. It doesn't mention routine here. So it's very, very important that if it is routine treatment and you want the system to do this properly for you, please insert the word routine in here. All right? Maybe you are dosing them as a routine treatment. Put in routine here so that it can throw out for you the next date. Now, and that's about it. It tells you that days which are less than 10 days away will be highlighted in light red, and an arrow will be visible. So that is very, very important to carry out these exercise as per the guidelines. So going back to the dashboard, I think that we are about done with our presentation. And then I also told you that when you press on this one, it will take you to the point where you can download the vaccination calendar. I won't press on that now. I will rather go and show you where this one takes you. So when you contact the Feedmaster agents, then these will be the numbers when you press on that, and it will give you all these numbers. And you contact these people depending on what it is that you need. Or Frank Kangwashivi them and all the others. All right. So that's about it with our template. I trust that it was very informative for you as well. That you will order this, and that you will put it to good use. That it will make your record keeping so much easier and so much doable. All right. And then also I would love to implore on your integrity that we are doing everything we can to make these templates available for you as farmers. And please do not just share our template with anyone. It's copyright protected. When you share it and somehow we trace that there was a template shared from one computer ID to another without a purchase being made, you could be liable for prosecution, and then you'd also be hampering our attempts to be able to put these things together for you, and any other products that might be coming up. So please make sure that you share the website link where people can order their own template from us, so that we can remain afloat and be able to carry out much more of these templates for you as well. Having said that, thank you so much for having sat through this presentation. Apologies for the flaws that were in there. They are merely human flaws. And so click in the link below and go and order for yourself if you are in farming. And also maybe if you want a particular template that you want us to put together for you, get in touch with us at that number that is displayed here. And then also maybe through the comments, let us know what we can improve and all that. So having said that, thank you so much for sitting through this presentation, and bye-bye for now until the next one.